in the Great Day Kitchen. I am joined by Daniel Leader, widely considered a master baker and author of the new book, Living Bread, and baker of all this deliciousness. Welcome.
It's my pleasure to be here,
You have
Kristen.
been making bread, perfecting bread for a long time.
37 years.
37 years. What is it about making fresh bread for you? I mean, we all love it as consumers, the smell, of course, right? But how did you get into it?
I was a chef.
Okay.
And I was in Paris, and I was going to do a stage in a restaurant, and I ended up stumbling into a bakery on the Rue Mouffetard in Paris.
Okay.
And the bakers invited me in, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. So I remember growing up, we had a bread maker, you know, and you put it in the machine, and it smells so good, but you don't need to have a bread maker at home to be a bread maker.
These breads are all made with flour, water, salt, sourdough or yeast,
Okay.
hands, and an oven.
All
That's it.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
So not too many ingredients there. And so what do we have here? This is dough that you made.
Well, this is a Roman pizza.
Okay.
It's from a famous bakery in Rome called the Campo de Fiori, the Forno de Campo de Fiori, and it's the simplest recipe. It's flour, it's water, it's salt, and a tiny bit of yeast.
Okay.
And I mixed this last night for about 4 minutes, okay? I put it in the sheet pan here with a little olive oil on it, and I let it rest overnight.
Okay.
And it's not too risen because there's a tiny amount of yeast, and it was cool.
You leave it covered and out?
I just leave it covered. I leave
Okay.
it covered, and I put it in the refrigerator.
Oh, you put it in the fridge?
I just put saran wrap over it, and I put it in the fridge.
Okay.
And all we're going to do to create this now is I'm going to put a little bit of semolina on the counter here, and I'm going to put a little bit of semolina here.
So that's my question. Whenever I've tried to make pizza or any kind of bread, I put more flour on that, but then it just gets too floury.
Just a little bit. Like you want to be able, it's like a whisper, you know, you don't,
Right.
okay? And then all I'm going to be doing is picking this up like this, and you're going to pull the pan
Yep.
out for me. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, and this is really soft and really stretchy. Now, it doesn't always come out perfect. And what the bakers in Rome do, they make these pizzas 3 meters long, 9 feet long.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and what they do is they let them rest now. Okay, so if we had a 10-minute segment, we would let this rest, but we don't. And I'm just going to put a little bit more semolina on here. And then what they do is they dimple the dough like this, okay? And it's forgiving, okay?
Yeah.
And once you have it on here, if it sticks a little bit, it's very forgiving. And then from here, we would put just a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Okay, just a little bit.
The semolina, is that like a corn?
Semolina is a very fine, gritty flour made from durum wheat.
Oh,
okay, and it's very yellow in color.
Right.
Okay, so all we're doing is we're putting a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, and it goes in the oven, and here we go.
And this is what it looks like right
And
here.
now you get to taste it.
Oh, I can taste it. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
Okay.
and I'm just gonna.
Oh.
We're gonna do it bread style.
Yeah, there
Here
you go. I love it.
Baker style.
So when somebody's making bread at home, though, I always find sometimes the bread tries to contract. Like I can't keep it. What's the secret with that?
The beauty of this dough is it had 18 hours to relax.
Okay.
So all of that tension is gone.
Gotcha.
And secondly, the ratio of water to flour is very high. So for every 1,000 grams of flour, there is 800 grams of water.
Okay.
So it doesn't tend to be as tight of dough. And secondly, it wasn't kneaded a long time. So
Gotcha.
we've handled all of that tension.
And real quick, Daniel, your book, you went all over Europe, right?
I traveled for 4 years. I visited bakeries from the tip of Sicily to the north of Finland, and there's a series of profiles on farmers, millers, and bakers across Europe, and lots of important technical baking information that
That's
is
the
not
key.
scary. That is not scary.
That's the key. You too can make this delicious bread at home.
Pretty good, huh?
This is delicious. Who knew it was just those ingredients? Thank you so much, and congrats on the book.
Thank you
we
so much.
appreciate it. His book, Living Bread, is available now. We'll be back with more right after this.